Nigga, ice me out.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I bleach my frontal, and I'm using my 40 developer, and then I'm just using this cup to mix it. And then I'm going to be taking, well, this is actually, the BW2 bleach to bleach my hair. And I'm using this brush. I do not know where my bleach brush went. I'm telling y'all, I was looking for it for like 30 minutes and I always put it in the same spot, but I could not find it. So this is the mix I got. This was a little too runny for me. You want it to be kind of a thicker consistency, because if it's too runny, then you're gonna have to dye your roots, because your roots gonna be blonde. So we don't want that. We don't want it to seep through. So I made a thicker consistency, as you guys can see, and I'm applying this all over my hair. I apologize if it sounds like I'm breathing heavy, y'all. I don't know what's going on with me. For some reason, I just can't breathe. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm starting off at the hairline. I always do the hairline first, just because I want this to be bleached the longest. This is most important, like where your nuts are going to be bleached at. So yeah, I start off at the front so that it's applied to that the longest, and then I'm just rotating it around the head so that you guys can see how I'm doing it. So now that I'm done with the front, I'm going to start applying it to the back of the head. Now, it's not as important to be careful, like light-handed. When you're doing this, you still want to use a light hand, but it's not as big of a deal. So I'm kind of going a little bit quicker. Alright, so I let this sit for about 40 minutes, and then I washed it out with my purple shampoo. Now I'm using my Got To Be Glued, and I'm putting this on my edges because I cannot stand when my hair like tries to come out of my cap. It's like literally my #1 pet peeve when doing frontals, and I'm already not that great at doing them yet, but I guess I'm just really trying to learn, trying to help y'all learn. So yeah, this is what I do. I always put it on my hair first, and I know a lot of people are probably like, why do you put the glue in your hair? But it's just what works best for me. So now I'm brushing it back, just making sure that it's out of my face and stays out of my face. And now I'm going to be pulling my cap forward, trying to not push the hair, out again, because I just brushed it back. So I pull it back a little because it really makes the hair tight in the front. And then I'm really making sure that I get the cap where I want it. I want like not the thick part of the lace, but the thin part to be where I lay my wig, and you want to make sure that it's fully around your ears. And this is what mine looks like. I'm singing to something. So I'm taking my Got To Be Glued and putting this all over my cap. I always struggle like getting my side right there, but you just gotta make it work, honestly. It's not always gonna be perfect, but if you can work it, then you can work it, okay? So I'm just really trying to make sure I'm getting my edges again. It's really hard when you have an ear, but you just really gotta get in there. So now I'm taking my blow dryer, and I do this honestly for about 2 minutes, but I'm not about to show you guys the whole 2 minutes. I really, really like to make sure that my cap is dry. So this is what my cap is looking like, you guys. So now I'm going to be cutting it. I was really, really trying to make sure I showed you guys how I cut it, so I was kind of struggling. But I made it work. So yeah, got these little bitty scissors. They work the best for cutting, personally, if you ask me. You can get these anywhere. Walmart, Target, probably the dollar store. So I'm just slowly going all the way around my head, and this is just shaping it. Once you put your wig on, you're gonna need to cut more, obviously. That's what I do, but I just start off with the little typical head shape, and then I cut my ears out, of course. See, I can never get my sideburns right, but it's whatever. I make it work. So now I'm cutting my ears out so that it's not as tight, and I accidentally cut myself right there. So now I'm just cutting off this excess. Sometimes I have to, sometimes I don't. I guess it really just depends on the way I cut. See what I'm talking about? So now that I put my wig on, I'm going to be taking my Got To Be glued, of course. And I'm going to be just putting this around my hairline, wherever I want to lay my wig. I usually do this half of my head first, and then I do the very left side last, like after I try to stick it down. So I'm going to be putting a little bit more on the front. I like to apply this in sections, not just take a big glob and just throw it on there. You really want to make sure you're precise. Y'all see my little corner sticking up? I just had to cut it off. So now I'm going to be taking my blow dryer and making sure that it's completely dry. I did it way longer than what that was, but I'm not about to show all that. So I'm sticking it to the front and making sure it looks how I want it to look. So now I'm just taking those little bitty scissors and just pressing the hair down. You could also do this with a comb. It really doesn't matter. Just something that's not going to press the hair into the glue, because you do not want to have glued down edges, because that just doesn't look natural, right? So what I'm doing now is really trying to tuck this hair. Of course, like, my hair sticks out. This is what I was talking about. But right now I'm just trying to fix the cap because it started to slide back a little bit, and I was getting so frustrated. But yeah, I'm just really trying to fix it. You can fix anything that you put your mind to, okay? So I'm just applying a little bit more glue to stick the cap down again. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So now that I stuck that side down, I'm going to be brushing my hairs in the front back because, like I said, you don't want to have glue down edges. Like, it is not a good look, okay? So yeah, I'm just adjusting my wig cap again. And right now, I'm shaping it. I'm just cutting off like these little excess hairs. I'm pretty sure I accidentally cut one of my hairs, so that was an accident, but you just really gotta work with it. That's what happens with a frontal. You just gotta work with it, because sometimes the frontal not gonna give you a hard time, and sometimes it is, but hey, that's just the way the apple falls from the tree. So again, I'm just pressing it down, and I'm going to be taking my blow dryer again, making sure that it's dry. So like I said, I do this side last. So I'm just applying a little bit of glue, not too much, just to make sure this side sticks down, because even though you really can't see it because my bang's this way, you don't want the wind to blow and your frontal to come up. So ladies, please glue your sides down. Taking my blow dryer again, and I'm making sure that this is dry. So important. It doesn't need to be completely dry before you stick it down, but you do want it to be dry. So I do this for about 30 seconds, and then I stick. And then I take my wrap just to make sure my edges are laid. So if you guys like this video, you guys can go get this hair. The hair I have in is NaBeauty 20-inch 360 frontal, and I'm going to have all their information listed below, and you guys can go ahead and go get it. If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe.